Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to kill General Yohana, man. And fucking Comfy. And any of you guys that ain't following what we're teaching, because we're the only ones that have the truth. Nobody else. Through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Most High getting ready to do damage on our people, man. You saw what happened over there in the Philippines. That ain't nothing but a walk in the park compared to what the Most High gonna do to you over here in America, man. You niggas think everything is a goddamn joke. It ain't gonna be a joke when the Most High put hell on you, man. The Most High is getting ready to take this damn place out. And another thing, man. Let's say we never follow what those guys are teaching about Africanism and Egyptology and Kemet and all that. What's gonna happen to us? Do y'all speak about an ending of the world? An ending of the white man's world? Polite said the white man's not the devil. How the hell are you going to follow him, man? And then these guys made a big deal saying that we like to rape little girls. Nigga, your master is locked up. And he was charged with child molestation, man. Several counts of child molestation. Why don't you talk about that, man? And we're going to stay on you guys. We're going to bring out anything you come with, any book that you come with, we're going to go to the foundation of it, and we're going to show you that the foundation, there's no foundation, man. It doesn't, that bullshit, those books that you bring out, the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is contemporary with Abraham, man. Oh, it was written 10,000 years before Moses came. That's bullshit.
Yeah, even the scholars can't agree on dates. You know,
only fighting about dates. That's right. Like the Epic of Gilgamesh, they said that it's dated anywhere between 1800 BC or BCE and 2200 BCE. That's about 400 years. Okay? And then you're going to talk about this carbon dating 14. And carbon dating, they have proved, man, because what you do is when you create something, you test it. You constantly test it to see if it holds up. You know, the acid test, so to speak. Well, numerous scientists have, tested the carbon dating 14 as well as other forms of dating, and they found that, that they're not always accurate, man. Then they said, if they use carbon dating on anything prior to the flood, that it wouldn't be accurate at all, because if something is immersed in water, it throws it all off, man. And then you can take something and it might say one date, then you check out a different form of dating, it'll say another date. So what they do is they average it out. They're playing a guessing game. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, and what they do too is they test it 5 or 6, 7 different times until they come up with the desired date that they want. In order for them really to date an artifact or whatever, or relic, it has to be preserved, encased or enclosed in something that no water gets to, no air gets to, no dust gets to, no animals, insects, or anything gets to.
That's why most of the things in these museums are enclosed in glass. That's right. Mm-hmm. And then they'll tell you can take a picture, but don't use a flash, because that changes the dating on it, man.
Don't touch it.
And don't touch that, changes the carbon 14 within that relic. And then don't touch it, and they keep it in the dark. So they know, these devils know what the hell they're doing.
I got a scripture for you. Quick scripture, Ecclesiastes 7:29. It says, "Lo, this only have I found, that the Most High have made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions."
That's right. Sought out many inventions.
That Egyptology, that's an invention of the so-called white man.
Yeah. Hey, in the scripture, matter of fact, since you've read that, I'll read this one in Job to further back that up. This is Job chapter 13, verse 4. It says, "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value." So basically that's what the white man is. He's a forger of lies, He'll say the earth is billions of years old. And then you Brother Polite, you talking about carbon dating, that it's accurate, and then you try to compare it to the rings around a tree. Show me a goddamn tree out there that has billions of rings around it, or millions of rings around it, to prove that the earth or whatever is billions and millions of years old. You ain't going to do it. You know why? Because there's no such thing.
Hey, to back you up, even the California redwood trees,
right,
which are some of the world's oldest trees, you ain't going to find billions of rings if that tree were to be cut down, man.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, there is a form of dating through a tree. When you cut it down, you can count it. But yeah, but that's that's just for trees, okay? That's all.
You know, yeah, and you're not gonna find no tree when you cut it down that you can count the rings and you'll see a billion rings or a million rings.
Well, a billion rings ain't gonna be on the tree.
That's right.
The tree ain't that old anyway.
That's right. Because that shows you that how old the earth is just based off of those trees.
And also to back you up, even this guy was revered when he was alive, Eustace Mullins, which is one of the top researchers when he was alive. He was asked the question, how far does his research go back to?
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Right? And he said about 5,000 years.
That's right.
And then he said that he equated that to the Library of Congress. So that's another invention, that the earth is billions and billions of years old. And that's just to give the so-called white man a buffer, because they know their history. They were up there in the caves. Oh, yeah, we were up there in the caves, but that was billions and billions of years old. We've evolved, you know. That gives them the buffer for the excuse, you know.
And then the Library of Congress is nothing more than a modern-day Library of Alexandria, Egypt. You know, that's basically all it is.
Yeah, that whole concept of libraries go back to Alexander. Yep. And the library in Alexandria, Egypt, man. That was a beautiful concept, man. To take all the people that you conquered, take all their records. Right. Okay? Now, I want to read this and we're going to get into the Enuma Elish, but one of the central characters of the Enuma Elish is a man by the name of Marduk, right? Which he's mentioned in the Bible, which gives credence to the Bible, because the Bible's mentioned, the Bible mentioned Tammuz, the Bible mentioned Marduk or Merodach, or the Bible mentioned Dagon, which is a god of the Philistines, which are Egyptian, which goes back to the Egyptians, or actually goes back to Mizraim. And it says this, it says Jeremiah 50:1. It says, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophets. Just like we, the prophets, are speaking against the new Babylon or the daughter of Babylon. And we're telling the people out there on the street corner that this place is getting ready to go down. And it is going to come down by way of fire. And it says, the second verse, declare ye among the nations. And that's what we do. When we go out on the corner, you have Chinese that walk by, so-called Chinese, so-called white people, so-called African people, so-called East Indians, Ishmaelites, which are Arabs, and so forth, and our people. So we're speaking to the nations. It says, declare ye among the nations and publish. The word publish means to give to the public. And set up a standard. What's the standard? The Bible. Publish and conceal not. So it's not